Who would be RP? It's RPizzie, baby. And you already know you tuned in right now to the RPizzie show. I got a special you know, in the building. Uncle Town, what's up? Like I said, man, I would say her name, but matter of fact, you so special. Why don't you tell the people who you are?
Hey everybody, my name is Shay Brookins. I'm from the Funk. I am a first time author. I'm publishing my first book with me. Um, shoot, married happily, almost 12, 13 years, I think. Um, love to garden, love to sing. I'm a happy person. I mean, that's basically it. I'm me, regardless. Me. I am who I
So before we get into this book and
am.
everything that we're promoting, I want people to know a little bit more about you. So like you said, you from Fort Worth and all this stuff. So tell people, how did you even get started even thinking about a book?
Um, I always like to read. I've always been a reader. I read, shoot, by the time I was 10, I had read just about every, I guess you would say, biblical type book, like the Catholic Bible, the King James Bible. I've always read. I've read everything. I read billboard signs still today as I'm driving by them. I read. And so just that passion from that of the reading, I like to put my words together. I started when I became a teenager, I started putting my words together, my anger, my frustration. That was how I dealt with whatever I was feeling as a teenager. And now we're here. you know,
So
it's
as a
just that's just how it started. It started out as a release of anger and frustration.
so as a teenager, what you really getting angry about? You couldn't
Oh,
get
I
your
mean,
way on time. What?
teenager, you angry about everything as a teenager. The sky blue. Oh, I'm mad because the sky blue. You know what I'm saying? As a teen, when you got all those hormones going on, and you don't know nothing about you, and you think you know the world, and everything is so crazy to you, and you're just angry, and you're trying to process all of these different feelings and emotions and stuff that you're feeling, and it's hard. So you got some kids drink, some kids do drugs, some kids go vandalize houses. You know what I'm saying? I chose to write.
So so you're not nowhere near a teenager as of now, if I'm correct. So if
I
I'm
got
so that
like this many more years on that.
so as you're a teenager, you started a journal, and did you just keep it all this time, and then you say, "I'm ready to publish it now"?
No, it was kind of like I heard this voice. I guess that's the best way to say it. It was kind of like your journey is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not because for you. This pain is not for you. And with the writing, like you know what I'm saying, I write, journal, whatever, whatnot. A lot of it I lost over the years because it wasn't like I was like, okay, I'm gonna write this and I'm gonna keep this and write it eventually, write a book eventually. That's not what it was. I just expressed my feelings, and over the years, some of them, a lot of the poems that I had, like this book that I'm publishing on the 7th, it's a compilation of a couple of poems and a couple of short stories that I've written throughout the years. And I just, when I found a lot of this stuff, it was like, hey, I still got this. Like, oh, shoot. Like, oh, I still got these. Oh, shoot. And so, I mean, that's pretty much how it is. I find them because I'd always, every school year, you know how when they have back to school, they have the tablets, the binders on sale for like 10 cents a binder. And I go buy a whole box full of them. And throughout the year, I'd end up using them to journal and stuff. And like I said, I lost majority of them, but the ones that I kept, yeah,
So are you still angry?
yeah.
Uh, no, I'm just wanting to know, like, what you saying the anger is what pushed you. So if you're still angry now, that means we can have a
But
continuation.
that's what started. That's what
Oh,
started, and that's what made me put pen to paper instead of being violent because that's not who I am, or doing like drinking. Drinking is okay in moderation. I'm not a drinker because I don't like the way I'm a strong, firm believer in it's okay to do drugs as long as drugs don't do you. Alcohol does me, so I kind of leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't want to drink, and I didn't have too many more other avenues. You know what I'm saying? So pen to paper was my only avenue for the anger. But now it's just whatever I'm feeling. If I'm angry, if I'm sad, if it's something that's stuck up here, I got to get it out. I got to,
Okay, and why don't you let people know the title of this book that was inspired?
This book title is called My Journey Through Time, with poems and short stories. It has 4 poems and 4 short stories. The short stories and just the short stories are arranged from the first one I wrote all the way up to the last one that I wrote in different, in that order. The poems I don't even remember the order they are, but they're just kind of me, just different things that I went through. One of the stories is about domestic violence. They're all about rising up and evolving in some form or fashion. Evolution is, I guess, that's always something that I deal with, some kind of evolving.
Oh, okay. So, like you mentioned, one of the stories about domestic violence. So
Yes,
basically, this is more testimonial short stories, so you can reach people through your book.
it's kind of sort of fictionalized nonfiction because it's like the story, that particular story did not happen to me, although I have been in those kind of relationships, but that particular story is not my story,
Oh,
but I
okay.
have dealt with. That's like every story in the book, like Crush. There's the third story, it's a Crush and then ed in parentheses, and that's almost a true story. Almost. Just almost a true story. And it is about me.
So
And Game
basically,
Time.
you wrote the stories kind of like how they make the based on true event movies and
Yeah, like Law and Order, how it come on. The story you are about to hear is based on true events. The names and the characters have been changed to protect the industry. Dun dun dun.
because it's not really all the way true, but then they'll add some little stuff in there to make it sound interesting.
Yeah, to keep your interest peaked. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I understand it. So with this, like you said, it's 4 short stories,
Mm-hmm.
four poems. What
Mm-hmm.
made you make it the short stories instead of just one big chapter book?
Because this is my first one. The first book that ever was put on my heart to write is a 5 book collection. It's called the Purge My Soul collection, and it's not quite finished. The 5th book is not finished because that one is pretty much almost true, and it's not quite finished. I keep hearing it's not finished, so I'm waiting until whatever this event that's supposed to end this book happens so that I can finish that one. But this one was me stepping out, just really stepping out because I'm so afraid of that book. But I have to, I guess, dip my toe in the pool instead of jump all the way in. And this is me dipping my toes in the pool.
So how do you feel tiptoeing in the water?
Ah! That's what my heart doing right now.
uh,
I'm so scared. I'm so scared, but I have to. I have to. It's not for me. It's for somebody else. And if I can, if my journey can help somebody else's journey be easy, if my mistakes can make somebody else not make that mistake or not have to go through something, then I'm game for it.
not telling us. I don't want you to tell us exactly about the book, but can you tell us a little bit about your journey to make us know why we should buy into your journey and read these pages.
Yeah. Well, all right. This is the way I look at it. In spite of being bipolar 1, PTSD, and borderline personality disorder, I try my best to strive for not what I would say perfection is, to be good and solid towards other people. My golden rule is always do unto others as you have them do unto you. And I try to treat people like that. So I know that I can be a little off because of those things. So I try hard to not do it. And everybody comes to me all the time and they're like, Shay, you so strong. You can push through things. And it's like, y'all just don't know that I'm scared as hell on the inside. I got this little voice on the inside that's telling me, fool, is you crazy? Do you realize what you're doing? But I try to push through it. And it's something as simple as walking out my front door, because I'm so afraid to walk out my front door, because it's like, okay, it's my hair. Just like this interview. Oh man, if this interview would have been Friday like it was supposed to be, we'd have been Gucci. But today it was like I said, you caught me out here in the garden, and it was like, I got to get this stuff taken care of. So I don't have time to put on no makeup. I don't have time to make myself pretty for this. I have to do it as it is. And it's like, okay, it is what it is. But like I said, my heart is like this, and I'm hearing this voice in my head that's telling, I'm hearing all of these negative things, but I'm pushing through it regardless. So in spite of my heart doing this and I'm hearing all this negativity, I'm still doing it. And I can't stop the negativity. There's nothing I can do to stop it. And these are stories and things and how I push through, and me trying to help somebody else. Because I know I don't know nobody that don't have no kind of anxiety. Everybody I know has some form of anxiety. Some form of anxiety.
Okay. And what makes you want to help people?
Because I know how hard it's been for me, and how hard it is for me. And because I know I don't want to sound all Christian Bible-y and everything, but my maker tells me that we were made for each other, each and every last one of us. It don't matter your age. We were made to work together, to intertwine, to help each other. And me, I don't know everything. There's no way I can know everything. You don't know everything. But me and you get together, we know quite a bit of shit. Because I know stuff, you know stuff. We get our stuff together and we know quite a bit. We go get somebody else and we know even more. You know what I'm saying? And the three of us can build some stuff. So I mean, this is me trying to get my other people together to come up with a solution to this, to help us all get better.
Okay, yeah. So how can the people get this book of yours?
It is available currently only in ebook format on Kindle. I have a link. I sent you a link, I think, to it, I believe. You have the link. My Facebook page, Shay Brookins, Tree Planted by the Water. You can contact me that way, or my email. If you post my email on there, they can contact me through my email. But that one is the first one. Like I said, it's February the 7th. I got my second book, which I don't even know the name of it yet, but I know the plot. It's going to be on June. I'm thinking June, either May or June. And it's going to be sort of kind of a murder mystery, sort of kind of. She's we're going to put it like this. She's a marriage counselor that finds out that her hubby ain't being too good of a hubby, and things happen. And she changes jobs at the end. We're going to put it like that. She ends up changing her career at the end. We're just going to put it like
that. The reason why you're doing ebook only because of the times that we are now?
Yes, and the fact that it's only 36 pages long in regular paperback version, so it's not enough. I didn't have a lot of time to write it. It was just something that I threw together. And like I said, the last story I wrote like 5 days ago. I finished 5 days ago. So that's how longer the journey that one is. That one is really, really personal. Finale is a really personal story. It's a really
Um,
personal story.
yeah. Uh, so I'll make sure that we post the link and all the information as we're promoting the interview and different things like that. And is there anything else that you want to tell the people that's out listening?
Yeah, love. Love everybody. Love. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Love yourself first of all. Love everybody else, and try to help other. Try to understand where the other person is coming from. Just because they look like they happy or they look like they got everything going on, that's not what it is for real. Majority of the time, it's really not what that is. And try to understand that, and try not to judge everybody so much. Helping hand helps a lot. That's it.
And one more time, can you let the people know your social media?
On Facebook, I'm Shay Brookins, Tree Planted by the Water. On Instagram is Shay Brookins or either Shay La La Botanicals, because I do have my own all natural hair and body care stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I told you. It's out here in the garden. We grow vegetables and herbs and fruits, and man, we don't know where our food comes from. So you
Well,
might
okay,
want to
so you're
learn.
vegan.
No. Never ever will be. I love me too much. I can't do no vegan. I'm sorry. Nothing against veganism. Nothing at all. But me personally, I got to have me some meat. I'm sorry. And I love steak entirely too much to give up all red meat. I'm sorry. Nope. Can't do it.
So you got your own animals in your garden too, so you know where it comes
Not
from.
yet. Not yet. Not yet. No, but we do have compost. Yep. That's what I did this morning. I was out there turning the compost seed.
Okay. Well, really appreciate having you. And like I said, y'all make sure y'all check out her book. Like you said, her other stuff that's coming out. And also, you can let people know how to, you said on Instagram, the natural hair care line. I mean, there's
Shayla,
everything.
CHE, La La Botanicals.
Say that one more time.
Shayla La Botanicals, CHELALABOT, Botanical, ANICAL. Botanicals, yeah. I
All
can
right. Well, like I said, it was nice having you. And like I said, hey, before we get out of here, we need you to introduce the next song we're gonna play. Because you already know at RP Entertainment, we always take song questions, shout outs. So to end this interview, we're gonna let you introduce our next song.
The next song is going to be one of my favorite songs, and I'm gonna dedicate this to my husband. Baby, I love you for 1,000 years by Miss Katy Perry.
Already, we got you. Y'all heard that, Katy Perry? I love you for 1,000 years.